last time you guys, in summary, did a bunch of side questing type stuff, finished those things up, and now you're back on the main quest, which is trying to find a safe haven to host the Ardent Crows. You have found your way to the Lucky Bones, which was this old gambling den that has been burned down. And you're sifting through the ruins of it, trying to find a way into the basement of the Lucky Bones, because you've been told there is an extensive underground network here, hidden beneath Kintargo, which would be a perfect place for your secret base of operations. And yes, you were attacked by this horrible monster, this faceless stalker. You butchered it successfully. And yeah, that is exactly where we left off. So what would you guys like to do? The, quivering mass of gray, shape-changing flesh is now just lying on the ground there in, a vaguely humanoid pattern.
Could I get poked by your healing stick a couple times here?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Some rock off a bunch of charges.
I'm down 21 health.
I'll mark off 9 charges.
Yeah, Sezzix got hosed.
I'm at full health. Did I just one-shot whatever we were fighting?
Me and you were fine.
It's a pretty hard fight.
Yeah, he hit like a fucking truck. Sneak attack's a bitch.
And he did Constitution Drain.
Yeah, I have 2 Constitution Drain, and I think someone else got 1 too.
Yes, and those are more or less permanent effects at this level.
Yeah.
So his work is
that
done.
reduces my health.
Only when you get an even amount.
Okay.
So just having the 1 point doesn't do anything, but if you get another one, it'll reduce your health by 1 hit point per level.
I see. I've already done that drain. Okay, we're good.
But yeah, you guys also, I believe, did you find the entrance or no? I don't remember.
Yeah,
we found the entrance. That's why we got ambushed.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, so the charred ruins of the Lucky Bones stand at the southwestern edge of the city, surrounded by warehouses. I think I read this last time. The ruins themselves are picked over. Very little remains but rubble, a tangled of timbers, and 3 partially collapsed brick fireplaces. To casual observation, the ruins look entirely abandoned. However, you have found a hidden trail that winds through most of the rubble, as well as, at the largest ruined fireplace, a trap door. It seems to have, some pieces of charred timbers collapsed on top of it. You can make a perception check as you guys are investigating this. Once you've healed up and, take a minute to kind of catch your breath. Take the Pathfinder equivalent of a short rest, which mechanically does nothing.
Makes us feel better, and we leave at full health.
Sezzix, your time in the sewers, you learn to do a few things to kind of conceal your identity and your existence from people that may wish to cause you harm. You learn how to go through a door or close a manhole cover and make it appear as though that door or manhole cover hadn't been opened for a time by maybe with a finger poking through one of the holes in the manhole cover, holding a piece of wood, and then putting the manhole cover down and then letting go of the piece of wood. So it looks like there's something resting on top of it. So obviously you couldn't have passed through here. It seems as if that is what someone has done here. It looks like someone has gone through a bit of effort, though not too much to the trained eye, to make it look as though this trapdoor has not been used in a long time. But you believe that it has been used recently.
Good news, bad news, guys. Really, it's just bad news. They're here.
I expect nothing less.
But yeah, you guys are standing above this trapdoor at the largest fireplace. That was, for what it's worth, fairly well hidden.
Alright.
What would you guys like to do?
So we know about the trap doors, so now that we know it's a trap, should we spring the trap and be prepared?
Well, trapdoor is just like a door that opens up.
Yeah.
It's not actually trapped.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tommy.
I don't have a lot of wisdom, alright? I'm...
Oh, Tommy.
Then we should go through the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Sneak up behind whoever it is. If it was well hidden, they're not going to expect us to go through it.
Yeah. Here's that map that you guys had access to before. You're going to head down the steps. So that's going to be... You guys are going to momentarily be teleported to this other part of the room. Boop. And let me just change back to a normal... Oh. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. How do I... I'm going to go into mask mode, and then I can go into exit mask mode. Okay, perfect. So you see you guys getting teleported to the top left of this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys come down the stairs to the left. In whatever marching order you would like. You can crack the trapdoor, and you see a set of stone steps that lead down into darkness. You can also notice as whoever opens this trapdoor does, it opens with ease. It has like oiled hinges and like little spring levers, and it actually just opens right up very quietly without really any strength at all. You think, you know, if you had like a penalty to your strength score, you could probably still easily open this trapdoor.
So even I could open this trapdoor.
Yeah, like with ease, like quietly without a lot of difficulty. It looks like Buddy's heading down first. There is no light down here, so you're just walking into darkness.
Does everyone have dark vision?
No, I'm a human.
I don't think so.
You have low light, I think.
Oh, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. So not quite dark vision, but still fairly good. But yeah. Do you want to have a light source?
Yeah. Tommy, come please. Shine like the bright star that I know you are. I'll cast daylight on you.
Sure.
On something you like your cloak or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Tommy's a light, I'll let Tommy go first, actually.
Sounds good.
It's 60 feet of light.
Okay. Further than I can move. Sounds good.
Yeah, it like emanates around you. Did you cast it on Tommy, I'm guessing?
Yeah, something he's wearing, like a ring or something.
Sure. As you go down the stairs, I'll read the following. Below the trapdoor, a flight of stairs descends into a partially collapsed basement. The air is thick with cloying reek of garbage and decay, and clouds of fat flies buzz about, making it doubtedly unpleasant to breathe within the dank chamber. A wooden door, reinforced with rusting iron strips, sits in the eastern wall. You also can make a perception check, Tommy.
Ooh.
And I will make a stealth check. Yo-ho. I'm just going to roll this die here. 23. You see a creature. It looks to be decently well hidden, but nowhere near as hidden as you might think.
Okay.
Looks all right, and it is chillin'. Right over here. What is that? Oh, I'm gonna switch real quick. Perfect. Go here. Yeah. You see this creature. You don't know what it is, but you can make a dungeoneering check.
Do I have dungeoneering?
Probably.
I do.
I will not read you the descriptive text of this creature, as it is racist.
Okay.
You know that, scientists label these monstrous creatures. They kind of vilify them in the press. And they would describe it as, this three-legged freak is mostly mouth, 3 tentacles, 2 tipped with barbs and 1 with eyes extend from its sides. It's not really a freak, like it is what it is. And it is 2022, we need to be accepting of that. This is an Otyugh. They are typically neutral aberrations that look like, Pac-Man balls with octopus tentacles coming off of them, and their eyes are actually on the octopus tentacles. Unlike one of their tentacles has eyeballs on it. And they are basically garbage disposal systems. They make their living inside the sewers of cities, and they eat anything and everything that comes through. They are certainly omnivores. That they're pretty adept at stealthing in their lair. And you see the piles and piles of trash and refuse here, and you can pretty readily assume that this is their lair. You also know that they are not unintelligent, but they're pretty dumb. With a 23, you can ask 2 questions about these creatures. And I'll find a picture.
You said they're generally neutral?
Like their default alignment is neutral, but because they are, intelligent creatures, they could be good or evil as well. Okay. But like the majority of ones you will find in the wild are just neutral. They're like animals,
Gotcha. So 2 questions about it. Are they strong creatures?
If you're asking their stats, yes, they are strong and quick are like their primary things. You can also tell looking at this one that it is a younger one. They're usually large sized.
Okay.
It's a little baby Otyugh?
It is a young Otyugh.
Are they generally have a lot of hit points?
You know that a full grown one of these would be a decent challenge for your party. It'd be like the equivalent of like fighting a dire bear or something. They're about the adults are like CR 4 or 5.
Okay. All right. So do we roll initiative?
It is stealthed over there. It's looking at you. It has not advanced. It seems to be like waiting for you to come into its lair before it does anything. But yeah, it looks at you hungrily.
It's initiative time. I'm gonna trip it.
Yeah, you also can tell this creature has 3 legs and is probably resistant to being tripped.
Wow. Here I go killing again.
We don't have to kill it.
It's an animal. It doesn't matter.
No, it's like a garbage disposal. Like, it's just a trash man, Tommy. Would you kill the trash man after we walked into his house?
It's an animal.
No, he's the trash man.
For what it's worth, you would know they are more intelligent than animals. They are sentient creatures.
Like, they're like intelligence 8. Like, they're just like dumb humans. They're like children.
But yeah.
Well, if you want to step into the front and talk to this thing, I'll let you.
Yeah, do you tell your companions what you see?
Yes.
Yeah, make a sense motive check, Tommy.
Well, this isn't going to go well.
I imagine you're communicating in common.
Yes.
Yeah,
one of my party speaks Infernal.
You don't really know, like, the facial expressions of an Otyugh, but as you begin talking, you're like, hey guys, there's an Otyugh up here. It looks like a small one. We could probably take it. It seems to understand that you're talking about it, and it will scurry into the corner, and it will try to stealth again. It seems scared as you're like, this one will be easy. Like, we could take its parents. This one will be like, we'll just like kill it in 1 round, or however you're telling your companions that it's a very low challenge rating to you. It seems to understand that you're saying it's not a challenge, and it will try to stealth again. You can make another perception check. Is it like burrows into this mound of trash? Yeah. You lose sight of it.
Tommy, we've been talking for so long about this.
Oh.
We have to be nice to people the first time we meet them. That's how we bring people to our side.
We don't want a trash can on our side.
Can I
I
come
will-
down and take a look?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Caerrat. It's gonna take people's jobs, alright? We don't need these animal trash cans.
You do not see anything. It seems to be pretty well stealth.
I'll
If
start
everyone
sort
has
of,
a job.
talking like, great job, we don't actually want to fight you, this guy's just crazy.
I'm a farmer. We don't like...
Did Tommy tell you guys that it could understand him?
No.
He's like an intelligent goat, you know? What's the difference?
Goats are made for eating.
No,
Maybe they just want a hug.
you can have a goat that grazes the fields. That just keeps everything in check.
Sezzix, do you have scent?
No.
See, that's what the staff is for, Caerrat. Trimming the hedges. Goats are for eating.
Can Tommy point
Fantastic.
me to, like, where it went into the trash?
Yeah, he can tell you it was like over in this corner.
Yep.
You know, the corner it was in.
I'll step down the hallway into the room.
Sure.
I won't, like-
It smells really bad here.
Oh,
I'll
God.
go trash diving with it.
God, I guess I'll like move right here. I don't know.
So, what are you doing, Sezzix?
I'm gonna walk into the trash.
This is like a dense mound of like animal shit, discarded rotting food, bits of wood, like metal, refuse. It's like going into a pile at a landfill.
I'll pull out some of the, like, metal and shit and see if I can, like, tinker something, like...
Yeah, and you're like
Toy.
picking on the outside of it. Okay, if you would like to like start like macheting your way into this mound, let me know. It is certainly like unsanitary, and you're sure, disease ridden. Yeah, I mean, you guys see this door across from you. There seems to be mounds of trash in this room, and a door. Everyone that hasn't already can make a perception check. So the two new people downstairs.
Yeah.
Nope, you guys don't see nothing.
I don't remember this term.
Tommy would know that these creatures are very adept at hiding in filth.
Does anyone have a torch?
Tommy, no.
Well, we're just gonna burn the trash.
No, just...
we are-
Seish, are you doing what you're doing, obviously?
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, you're, like, finding salvageable bits of metal?
Yeah, and I'm just, like, talking to myself, like, seeing if it'll come out.
Yeah, from, like, the top of this mound, because, it's, like, a mound is sloped at the sides. It's, like, whatever, a 45-degree angle, whatever, like, the natural geometric shape it forms. Yeah. So, like, from the top of this, like, anthill of trash, like a cogwheel, in, like, fairly decent shape, will kind of, like, roll down and hit the ground next to you and kind of do, like, the metallic thing where it rolls around in a circle and stops moving. Yeah. Followed by, like, a handful of bolts.
I'll start, like, putting them all together.
Yeah, your companions are arguing, but maybe Buddy notices this phenomena as, like, the trash pile just kind of exudes a handful of, like, kind of salvageable pieces of metal. Like, the pieces of metal that aren't bent and, like, partially digested. Like, the ones that you might be able to turn into something as you were like, oh, I wonder if I can make something out of this. And your companions are like, you got a torch, let's burn this place down. Just like an offering of tinkering goods will kind of emerge from the trash pile and roll down to you as the creature tries to barter for its life.
Oh my god. I love these creatures, they're great.
It doesn't want to die. It knows what you're about.
I'll make like some.
Garm, this
small
is
little-
more reason to kill it. It's gonna tell its mom.
That's
I'll make some small little
horrifying.
gizmo. I'll make some small.
It
little
has
gizmo
a
and show
mom, Tommy.
Like, look at what it's.
They're
open
not
to do.
people, Rick.
Sezzix is trying to convince you guys. What did you say in Sezzix?
I hold up like a little gizmo made of the things that it shows me. I'm like, look, Tommy, look what it helped me make.
Buddy will be
It gave
amazed.
me all of these pieces.
Well, I'm telling you, boys, something bad is gonna happen, and it's gonna be this thing's fault. And don't be
You know
calling on old Tommy to save you.
If that happens, I'll take responsibility. And I'll apologize. How about that?
Tommy gets fucking shanked in the back. I'm sorry, Tommy.
I'll personally fix the boo-boo.
If one of these kills me, I'm gonna haunt you.
I accept that. I hope that through every life that we live, we share a moment together, Tommy.
All right, deal. If it kills me, I'm gonna come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
Mr. Otyugh, Miss Otyugh, gender neutral Otyugh. We apologize for coming in your space. We're just gonna continue downstairs. We'll likely be back with some type of present for you in the future, but I apologize for just walking through right now. I'll make a diplomacy check.
Sure.
Oh, jeez.
I'll be
Yeah.
just clanking my scythe on the stairs.
Are you guys going over to that door?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like making this diplomacy check, like trying to like make peace. As one of you like approaches the door from that trash mound, like part of a broken ladder will just kind of like shoot out and hit the door around the handle. And it will set off a trap. And you will see like a little dagger blade fly out of the door handle and like stab the ladder and then just be standing there. And then like the ladder will just kind of like get sucked back into the trash pile slowly.
So,
Thank
Sarah,
you. Look at that!
it just
Thank
threw
you,
a ladder
friend
at her.
Otyugh. It did, and do you see the knife that we didn't get stabbed with?
It was trying to kill us.
It was trying to save us from the knife, Tommy.
I'm not afraid of a knife. Buddy here stabbed me with a spear, and I'm still here.
Yeah, the door does seem locked. Do you want to work your magic on it?
Sezzix, that's you.
Yes, and as you're examining it and like picking the lock or whatever, you do notice that that knife blade seemed poisoned.
Friend
Can I-
Otyugh.
Can I like salvage the poison somehow?
It seems to be like corroded into the wood, as it only had one dose and just got used.
Was it disabled device I need to use?
Yeah.
Because I'm not actually trained in that.
If nobody has disabled device, the door is locked.
Alright, step aside.
Caerrat
Oh,
and
no.
Sezzix, as you guys though get to like this square, you can see down here there is a square, like here, that has a small pile of sparkly items.
Oh,
I'm 100% going to look at it.
There is you see like a comb and like a fancy chalice, as well as some pearls. Give me a perception check as you're heading over there, Sezzix. You kind of have to like worm your way between this trash pile. You're 21. That's pretty good. Let's see if I roll low. Nope. Yeah, there's a pile of stuff there. It seems like it's been separated from the mound of trash. And like isolated into a pile of valuables.
Can I call out to friend Otyugh and say, what are these? Can I have some of these too? Do I get any response?
Make a diplomacy check. A 16? Well, I have a penalty to my charisma. Wow, I have a big penalty to my charisma. So let's see. Yeah, you'll see a creature. You'll see a second Otyugh emerge from this trash.
Oh, big Otyugh.
Not big, but you will see a second one emerge from this trash pile here. It'll kind of like burrow its way out, like the trash will just fall apart onto the ground, like all the rotting bits of stuff, and you'll see this thing, like its tentacles will come out, and like the giant Pac-Man body will come out. It'll plop down next to you. It's only about 3 feet tall. It'll kind of just look at you.
Level.
With its tentacles, it'll go into the pile, and it will pull out the chalice and the comb. But there seems to be a small pile of beads, like from a necklace or something, that the comb and the chalice are resting on. It'll like pull out the chalice and the comb, and it will plop them in your square. And then it will scoop all of the beads into like one of its tentacles, and it will shimmy back towards the trash pile.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it will burrow back into the trash. You guys get 250 gold pieces worth of mundane goods that you can sell.
Can I make a strength check to knock down the door?
Sure. The door is secured with metal, but you can certainly make a strength check to bust it down.
Can knowledge engineering or sleight of hand do anything?
No, you need disable device.
Well, that didn't work.
What did you get?
A 10.
The doors here are wooden and reinforced with iron, but they are in poor condition. A 10 is not enough. You think if you take some time that you can probably break this open. If you want to take 20 on that check. Oh yeah.
Hey, buddy, do you want to...
You put your shoulder into it, and after maybe like 30 seconds or whatever, you're able to crack this door open. You think it only took a break DC of 13 to crack it open.
Okay.
But yeah, the door opens, and you see stairs heading downstairs into a further level.
Before we leave the room, I threaten the Otyughs.
Do not threaten the Otyughs.
Sure, feel free to make an intimidate check.
Where's my...
After everyone heads downstairs, I come back up and say, I'm so sorry about
I'm also going to leave one of my little toys that I got from the clockwork artisan place.
Sure. Roll a D100.
Yep.
See if it's a bomb. Or are you saying on 100 it explodes? Was that what it was? I don't remember.
100 explodes, that makes sense.
100 it explodes? Yeah, roll it up. Yeah, I mean, you like set up like a little like nutcracker thing that like walks, or like a little army man maybe like walks a couple of steps and then starts like steaming and just falls over as like a leg pops off.
My threat was for them not to follow us. Not that I'm going to come back and kill them.
You all stay here. Yeah, I mean, they seem to be content to stay in their lair.
Okay.
As you guys leave, I will now read to you their morale. If 2 Otyughs are slain, if 2 of the 3 Otyughs that are here are slain, the survivor scurries off to the corner and sobs. It fights to the death if the PCs press the advantage, but otherwise won't further contest their coming and going through the chamber.
That's so sad.
It is sad. It is sad. Also, they have an intelligence of 5 and can understand common, but they can't speak.
Oh no.
So I just treat them like toddlers. I'm gonna hide under my bed because the scary people are coming. They're supposed to like attack you guys when you come into the room, but Tommy was very much just like, oh yeah, we can just slaughter these. Like, let me go over there and murder one. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to deal with that.
See, Garm, my threatening presence saved their lives.
It certainly stopped you from butchering these poor creatures.
Saved us from having to use the wand.
These are for what it's worth, these are my favorite creatures in all of Pathfinder. Whenever there are Otyughs, I will always endeavor to present them in the most positive light possible, because the game presents them in such a negative light.
Aw.
Bitch! Alright, so let me draw up a Roomba here. Cool. There's this weird line here. Sweet. Alright, so... Oh, and then that's just the rest of that room. You guys can see... There. Yep, you guys come down them steps there. Perfect. Good job. Go ahead and move yourselves, and I will delete some Otyughs out of here. When I played this, my party members killed one of these, and then I advocated for the Otyughs and subdued the other two non-lethally, and then I spent my first 8,000 gold pieces of character wealth to buy headbands of intelligence, which gave them the ability to speak another language, so then they could speak common. And then they worked in my bar, because my character was a barkeep. And they made the bar their lair, so they had a plus 15 to stealth checks in the bar, and they were just my waiters, and they just walk around with platters. Anyway,
I was gonna say, is it like the Flintstones where they're under the cabinet as?
Yeah, exactly. This is 100% what it was. Yep, you got it. Cool. Yeah, the door there is closed, but it comes down to a closed door.
I will open the door. Is it locked?
Sure. No, this door is not locked.
Okay.
Twin rows of stone pillars support a shallow vaulted ceiling 10 feet above the floor of this wide room. A number of doors hang half open on rusty hinges to the north and south, and fragments of tables and chairs lie in various states of ruin throughout the room. To the west, a stone stage stands empty, while empty torch sconces line the walls between the doors. Images of a one-eyed insectile face smeared on the walls in what appears to be blood decorate the spaces between the sconces. The door is not locked and seems well oiled as it opens easily, again, without a lot of strength required. You can make a knowledge religion check to identify the blood-smeared figure on the wall. Furthermore, there are some creatures here.
Are they stealth, or do I make perception?
There's just no, they didn't hear you coming.
Okay.
They're just here. And as you see them and they see you, they will draw their weapons, and we can roll initiative. A 20 knowledge religion, you identify this one-eyed figure as Mahathallah, which is the same devil that you know from before. The unholy symbol you saw earlier. And this ties back, by the way, to the very, very start of the book. The rumor you heard
of the devil cults.
Yeah.
That weren't aligned to House 3 necessarily.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it's somewhere here. Yeah, it's something here. You think you gotta worry about those things? You should really worry about, the cultists that walk among us. Sort of nonsense. Yeah, and you guys can make knowledge local checks as well while I roll initiative here. As you see this type of creature. Local. If you do, just to identify what these creatures are. Sezzix, you know that these are changelings. They are basically humans, but they're a type of humanoid. They're the offspring of hags and other monstrous aberrations, and they possess the inherent ability to change their appearance very easily, shift what they look like. They're that X-Men character.
Mystique.
They're kind of like Mystique, yeah. I don't think it's as detailed as all that, but they're basically like Mystique. And that's just like the base, like not having class levels. That's just the feature of the race. And then they're defined by their class levels, just like you guys are. So these could be like fighters or rogues or wizards, whatever. But yeah. And you see them. Sezzix, you see that one. You're up first. And as like the door opens and they see you, this one is a woman and she'll cry out an alarm in common. She'll say like, we're under attack. But yes, Sezzix, you are at the top of the stairs. You can like barely see her. I would say if you like kind of crouch down, you'd have a shot at her. And it is your turn.
To just like crouch down, shoot through Buddy's legs.
Yeah. It would be against regular AC though, as I think she's further than 40 from you. She's like 50 feet away, so yeah.
Yeah, right about 50. Yeah, sure. I'll blast.
Good effort.
Does 14? Oh, yeah, because she's flat-footed.
Against her regular AC, is that with a -2 from range penalty?
Yeah.
And the -2 from rapid shot?
Wait, -2 from ranged penalty?
She's further than 40 feet away. Your gun has a range of 40 feet.
Yeah, so no. It was...
So a 12 will miss. Even her flat-footed. Because it's just against your regular AC. Yep, she seems to be wearing armor.
Was it a standard action or a move action to to ungem my gun? Standard, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Either way, you took a full attack action, so you don't have the actions left. Yep. So you fire a couple of shots. If they weren't alerted to your presence before, they are certainly alerted to your presence now. She will go, and she will run into this room here and break line of sight. And you will hear the casting of a spell. Buddy, you're up. You saw this lady get shot at, say that we're under attack, and then, like, run into her room, presumably.
Well, if I walk down the steps, does anything else get revealed?
Yeah, you can see a lady over here.
Okay. And I already know that there's somebody, like, down the hall here, down this colonnade here.
Yep.
I guess I'll just walk towards them. I'll use my, full movement to get to that door, though.
Yeah, you may keep walking.
You said it was this one? Or
yeah, as you get to like here, you can see another one. And for what it's worth, it looks like 2 and 4 have spent their turns preparing themselves for combat. They're like shimmering with a protective spell. And they've like got their weapons drawn.
Okay, they're too far away, so I'm not going to worry about them.
Yeah, as you get to there, you see one in the room next to you. He was similarly prepared. They're like grabbing their sword off of the nightstand, looking at you. And they're also protected with this spell.
Okay. So I moved 40 feet. I don't think I can actually reach them, though.
Nope, so that's one movement. You could move... Your move is 20 or 40?
40.
So yeah, you could move a second time, or you could take a standard action.
Is there anything, like, defensively that you can do as an action?
You can take the total defense if you want. It'll increase your AC by... Do you have any ranks in acrobatics?
I think I do. Probably do.
It'll increase your AC by 2 or 3.
I have a 5 in acrobatics.
But you only have 1 rank, so it'll increase your AC by 2 to take the total defense action. You basically do this.
Okay.
The downside is you can't take attacks of opportunity, but your AC is higher.
Right, I'll just do that for now, and
you're like, there's more of them, guys. Caerrat, you hear the sounds of combat. A couple of rifle shots report from the the steps, and Buddy charges off into the fray. What do you want to do?
I will run down here into like a nice open room.
Sure. There's this giant blood portrait of Mahathallah's unholy symbol on the wall.
Oh. Huh. So you're at the... Oh, that's a long shot, guys. But I'll like hold up my hands. I believe we are all under oppression by House Throne. Fuck those guys. I'll make a diplomacy check. I seek for us to be freed, and I think y'all want the same.
Sure.
I presume these are evil creatures.
They are. You may begin a diplomacy check. Tommy, your companion begins proselytizing.
I move here, and I'm just going to do a movement ability. That's it.
Sure. Yeah, the woman that you can see, maybe this one to the north, number 2, that you've like locked eyes with as you're like trying to convince them, Caerrat, of like the evils of House Throne and that you guys should work together. She'll be like, the Whore Queen herself will descend upon this town soon enough, and then all will be brought to justice. Sezzix. It seems like you might need more time to make progress here.
Failed. Yeah.
Diplomacy takes a minute for what it's worth.
Yep. Takes a while.
I see.
Yeah, you move over there and reload. Or clear your gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Number 1 will go. Ba-doop. She'll come out. You see she is holding a stick in her hand. And with the stick, she will look up the spell. She seems to fire off a spell effect from the stick. Yo, it's got range. Yeah, she takes the stick and she points it at Buddy. Buddy, make a will save. And you guys can make spellcraft if you can identify it. Buddy, you crush it. Nothing affects you. This seems to be hold person.
Oh, buddy, let's go.
The other one that's next to you, as a move action, you see they'll gain even more spell effects that you don't understand, Buddy. And then they will 5-foot step and they will throw a net on you. She'll make a ranged touch attack with her net. Does a 19 hit your touch AC?
Yeah, even if it plus 2 is included.
They throw a net over you. You are entangled. She holds onto the net. That is 1 and 3's turn. 2 will go. You see 2 from her nightstand will pick up a wand, and she'll point it at Tommy. Tommy, make a will save. It seems to be another hold person. Tommy, you are successful.
Ooh.
It is from a wand, so it is the lowest possible DC for a second level spell, which would be a 12.
Just
or no,
saying.
is it a 13?
13.
13. You fail by 1.
Wisdom.
You seize up. You are paralyzed. 4 will go. You'll see 4 will emerge, like, start walking out. She's got a net in one hand and the stick in the other. Her sister will be like, I got 1. She'll go over to here and she'll throw the net over Tommy. Tommy, you are also entangled. That is their turn. Buddy, you're entangled. If you want to try to move towards the creature that's got the net on you, there's no penalty. If you want to move away from her, you'd have to make an opposed strength check, as this lady's like holding on to you with the net.
Wait, so
okay.
she's holding on with the neck.
You can just 5-foot step towards her and do your usual turn.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we're still trying to be diplomatic here because no damage has been dealt yet. So I'm just gonna basically like a tug of war, but because I have such high strength, I'm gonna just try and pull her towards me.
Sure.
Move.
Make a strength check.
Sure.
She'll make a strength check. She gets a 12. She is unsuccessful. Yeah, she will let the net be yanked from her hands.
Okay.
You're now just wearing a net. You're still entangled, but you can spend a move action to just take it off if you want.
Sure. I'll
Yeah,
do
so you
that.
just kind of like grab the rope of the net, pull it out of her hands, and then just like take it off you. And she's like, uh-oh.
Well, that wasn't nice.
He's a strong one, sister. You notice that all of these are women. Caerrat.
Listen, please. No blood has been shed. Let's all agree we can talk this out. I'll continue diplomacy. I'll
Tommy.
step up, like, next to Tommy, like,
Sure.
look, he's perfectly fine just standing here. Isn't that right? I'll, like, pat him on the back of the head.
Tommy, you get to make a will save at the end of your turn to break from this control effect.
Wait, what will save number did I need to
A
break out?
13. You are still paralyzed. Yeah. Sezzix, you're up.
Well, now that I've gotten the read of what Caerrat's doing, I'll just, like, kind of chill out. Just
This is how the
stand.
party does.
Not with the whimper with it.
Good. No one wants to attack. We're all gonna get held.
I'll just, like, stand... Yeah, I'll come stand up behind Tommy, too.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, as you say, no blood has been spilt. Cultist number 2 will be like, yet, as she draws a dagger, and she'll walk over and she'll just stab Tommy in the eye.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Garm.
against your paralyzed, entangled AC. So this is your AC minus, this is your flat-footed AC minus 5, minus another 2. So your flat-footed AC minus 7.
13.
Natural 1. So she's like, not yet. And then she pulls out her pocket knife. She like drops it on the ground. And she has to like fumble and pick it up. Cultist number 4 will be like, really, sister? And she'll draw her dagger and she'll attempt to stab Tommy in the eye. A 10?
13 is my flat foot, minus 7.
Let's go! No blood's been spilled!
Shit.
Yeah, they're trying to get there, but like you're like wearing like a helmet and shit because you've got all this heavy armor on, and she's like trying to like fish it in there, and it's like she's just having difficulty. Like she'll get there eventually, but like, the one with the stick will point it at you again, buddy, down in the bottom. Cultist number 1, give me another will save, buddy.
Damn. All right. We can do it. We could do it. No, I've been held.
Buddy seizes up. Changeling number 3 will be like, enough of this. There will be sacrifices today. And she will take a sap, and she'll crack Buddy over the head with a auto crit from a full round attack. Buddy, you need to, you'd make no save, but you'll just take a critical hit of non-lethal damage as she clonks you with this sap. Like a blackjack.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. It does a whopping 2d6 plus 2. You take 10 damage as she cracks you over the base of your skull. It really hurts, but does not draw blood for what it's worth. Buddy, make a will save at the end of your turn to no longer be paralyzed. What a combat!
Alright. Let's see here.
What a combat! Yo!
Yay.
Caerrat,
There.
you're up!
Still there.
The two ladies seem to be getting increasingly frustrated with their quick jabs at your companion. It looks like they're going to take their time on their next turn if he's still paralyzed.
I will
and
sigh,
attempt to...
apologize loudly for what's about to happen, and cast Protection from Evil Communal. The 3 of us can take a Protection from Evil spell. Tommy, you can make a reroll at +2.
Nice. It is a resistance bonus, so if you already have a Cloak of Resistance, it won't stack with it.
Correct.
I have a cloak of resistance.
What's the plus on it?
+1.
Alright, so you get a +1. Yep, you just take the higher bonus.
Okay.
Still very good. Still better than nothing.
+1 in a reroll.
And then you get a check at the end of your turn. So you basically have 2 opportunities to roll a 13, otherwise you die. Go ahead and make that check, Tommy. All right. Give me another one at the end of your turn to break out of being paralyzed.
That reroll. Get that reroll.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
You shake the effects free. Ah! Sezzix, it seems as if your companion has stopped diplomacying these creatures.
Yeah, hello, too.
Against number 2, both of those have a chance of hitting. The 12 will miss, as they seem to have a deflection bonus to their touch AC. Evens, you hit her. Odds, you miss. Odds, you miss. There seems to be 2 of her in that square, and you blast the illusionary copy, and now there's just her. So she no longer has a copy.
Just a loud sigh.
More like a loud gunshot. Buddy's still standing. This one will 5-foot step and hit him with the sap. Get one of you guys.
Get in the sap.
Another 10 points of non-lethal damage as you get clocked again. Number 3 will hit you again. If only they had sneak attack. Oh shit, they do have sneak attack.
Oh shit.
Yo, take another 4.
Ow.
And then this one's gonna hit you with the sap. 16 non-lethal.
Oh shit.
So you've taken like 30-ish, maybe more.
40.
Oh my god, he's still up! He's like barely standing. He's got like this big swollen eye. He's just like, but it's all non-lethal, so you're not dead. You're just almost unconscious.
Very nice.
Yeah, Cultist 2 will take her wand and point it at Tommy. Make a will save at your plus 1. The extra bonus from your companion still applying. Yo, let's go!
Am I able to make a full attack here?
Jesus Christ.
No, you are paralyzed again.
Oh. Yeah.
And Cultist 2 will be like, there will be blood drawn this day. She will coup de grace you with her dagger. Make a fortitude save. With a +1 from your companion, you do not die instantly. And she draws the knife. She is trying to get that eye. She'll, like, stab you in the fucking eye. And then rip it out. You don't die somehow. You just glanced the bone. And you're, like, bleeding from the side of your head. It really fucking hurts. If only you could scream or move. That was their turns. Buddy! Go ahead and give me a save at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So we're blaming this party wipe on Caerrat, right?
Jesus.
Uninjured!
Ah!
Caerrat! Caerrat! I am immortal! My level 2 cultists cannot be defeated! They all have wands of hold person.
They all have wands of hold person, and we collectively have a +1 average will save.
Dude, all Buddy needs is 1 round of not being paralyzed. He's gonna like one-shot one of these. He's gonna rip him in half.
I have cleave. If I can, I can kill both of these.
They have 19 hit points.
Oh my god.
So when I cast Protection from Evil Communal, do I have to divide through all the targets on casting, or if I walk over and touch Buddy, can I give him a minute of it?
I think it has a 1. Is it a standard action cast time or a full round cast
Standard
time?
action cast time.
For communal?
Is it a...
I think communals are 1 round or full round cast time.
Only differences are creatures touched and level.
Communal spell cast time Pathfinder. I thought there's some communal spells function like other spells except that I divide the duration touched among multiple targets, treating each target. Hold on a second. I'm just reading communal spell. Here it is. I'll copy paste it into char. So we can read it together. Communal spells function like other spells, except they allow you to divide the duration among multiple targets, treating each target as the subject of the spell. When you divide the duration, you must divide it evenly. Furthermore, unless the communal spell description indicates otherwise, the target can receive duration smaller. It doesn't say it increases the casting time of it. So yeah, you can touch as many people you can with the standard action. So I would say you could walk over here and cast it on Buddy if you wanted to, and yourself. But you can't spring attack your spell.
Yeah. I only had one memorized, so that's the problem.
Oh, so it's already been used anyway.
Yep. I was trying to figure... What I was asking was, as I've already used basically 2 minutes or 3 minutes of charge, could I walk over here and touch him to give a minute of charge?
No. You gave everyone 1.3 minutes. 1.33 repeating, of course, minutes of charge.
And that's just on the cast time. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. You want to see if Tommy breaks out on his own?
Yeah, I'll delay.
Okay, Tommy, go ahead and make that save. Boom!
Ooh.
Fails.
Boy, it's a good thing I got a new character made.
Do you want to see if Sezzix kills one of these?
Yeah, I'll delay again.
Alright, Sezzix, you're up. Do you want to join the Cult of Mahathallah? Both of those will hit. The one that you already depleted. Go ahead and roll damage for your first attack. They are horribly wounded. They are true dead. So the one that was like holding the knife and like cut your eye, but like didn't take the eyeball out is like, I will recarve you in Mahathallah's image. And she rears back to coup de grace you again and gets like the weapon gets shot out of her hand and she's just got like a stump where like her hand used to be. And as she's looking at it, just kind of stunned, you see another bullet hole just kind of grow into her forehead and she collapses to the ground. He's just fucking melling her across the ground. She's super dead. Sit down! Caerrat.
Well, diplomacy seems done.
So it certainly does. It's your boy just executed one of her.
I think the only thing I have to solve this problem is dispel magic.
You do know coup de grace is a 4-round action. You could, if you want to, just reposition Tommy to the other side of you.
Oh yeah, just move him.
Just be like, no, because he's paralyzed. You just kind of like bear hug him and wheel him around.
Yeah, and then Buddy just goes super unconscious.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
Yeah, he's just getting beaten with the sap. Yeah, I will like grab Tommy's like scruff and like scoot him a few feet.
Sure, I will make you do a combat maneuver check to see if you put him on his feet or if he falls over. Because he is just paralyzed. Let's see if you're good at like putting this mannequin upright or if he's just going to collapse.
That boy's on his side. Oh, no. My.
Yeah, you wheel him around. You can put him any square adjacent to you you'd like. I imagine this is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Tommy, your eye is still incredibly hurt. You're bleeding from the side of your face. You get lifted off the ground and dropped over there. Which direction is Tommy facing?
Tommy will be facing this way.
Yeah, Tommy, you're facing that way. Yeah, you're now just looking at an open door. You hear the sounds of combat behind you. So, like, this person just explodes next to you, and then you're just picked up and rotated around like a person in a wheelchair. You're like, oh, no, I want to see that. No. They will go. They don't seem very happy. This one's gonna knock your friend unconscious. Thonk. Another 15 non-lethal. Gets sapped on. Cultist 3 will go. I think we tie you up later. That one looks like he could heal. Yeah, this one will spend her turn taking the net that's on the ground and just like hog tying Buddy up. Cultist 4 will go. Yeah, fuck you, Garm. Actually, fuck that guy with the gun. She'll fire off her hold person wand at Sezzix. Go ahead and make a will save.
You have protection from evil.
So I have +2, right?
Yep.
You resist. She doesn't like this. She'll see, flee, sisters, flee! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She begins running. Buddy, you are unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So you took...
Did they hit me earlier?
Yeah, you took another 15. So you're at 55 non-lethal. You're just unconscious. Tommy, you are looking at a wall. I am free! It took your turn to break free, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Tommy. But your body is now your own. Your mind is your own once more. Sezzix?
I'll just, walk up here and then shoot 4.
Yeah, that seems fine. You monster.
Get him.
Does she have clones?
She does have a clone. Evens, you hit her on the first shot. Your first shot misses, your second shot hits. As it eats her clone. They all cast Shield of Faith and then use their copycat ability in the first round. Yeah, she looks badly hurt. You, blast her in the leg and she starts, limping as she's rounding the corner. We're under attack! We're under attack! Caerrat.
Seems like a prime channel opportunity. Yeah,
It sure does. Are you going to exclude that lady around the corner?
Yeah, I'm out of range.
She's in range, but if you cancel from the other account, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can cancel up to 4.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Either she's out of range or you can cancel her. Either way, you're good. Yeah, you heal your friends up. Buddy, you're certainly going to wake up.
Yay.
You are tied, though.
That's cool.
Which means you can't take attacks of opportunity on 1 and 3, as they each reach into their pockets on their turn, pull out a potion, and drink them, and disappear.
Was that you that flashed my game? The fuck?
Everything's still good on my end.
Okay, my game just something weird.
Okay. Number 4, who's grievously wounded, will, curse you, will draw a potion in her hand, and she will run around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you will lose sight of her. Buddy. You are tied up.
I guess I'll untie myself.
Yeah, you need to make a combat maneuver check or a escape artist check to try and free yourself from these binds. It is a DC 22. Oh, sorry. A DC 23 to break these bonds or slip free of them.
Combat maneuver check.
You should have a plus 7 to it or something. A CMB, yeah.
CMB, yeah. Okay, I got it. That should do it.
You just rip through the net and destroy it. You are no longer tied up. You can stand up if you want to.
Okay.
Yep. Tommy.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see them?
Yes, they are mechanically invisible. You guys would know this gives them a natural plus 20 to stealth checks. So it'll be very hard to see them. You could try to spend a move action to percept what square they're in, though. And then you could attack them at a 50% mischance, if you'd like. Yeah, there is one in the square just to the right of Buddy.
I'll step here and then swing into it.
Yep. Evens, you miss. A 2 on the die, you miss.
Alright.
You swing and hit air just because you're unsure exactly where they are in that 5-foot zone. Sezzix, what you want to do?
Can I tell because Tommy swung there? Can I know?
Yeah, he's like, there's one here, I think. He's like swinging his scythe into it. You can fire into it if you want to. You'll have 50% mischance.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
The good news is it's the same as the copycat. 2 potential hits. I'll say evens, you miss. Roll a couple of dice here. 1 hit, 1 miss. Both the shots go off and hit the wall. One of them has a spray of blood with it, though, and you hear the thunk of a body. And blood begins pooling on the ground in, like, kind of a flattened, corpse-shaped pattern.
Good, are they down?
Oh, 19 damage? They are not down. Sorry, there's just blood. Caerrat. But now Caerrat can't deselect me if he channels.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, it is.
I'll just... We think he's in... The blood's in this square, right?
Yeah.
Shoot your crossbow.
Buddy, what square are you actually in?
I guess technically that one, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. I walk... And then I will heal Buddy.
Sure. It seems like they're fleeing. You don't think she's going to break her invisibility to attack you once.
He's just, like, staggered. Because he's at 41, so I want to give him a full round attack.
Right. But you're, like, trying not to provoke from this invisible creature.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Who is fleeing,
Oh, yeah,
so it's
so I
probably
can
not
just-
going to attack you. I mean, you can do what you want, but yeah.
I can stand here.
Cool. Changeling Cultist 1 will go. They will effectively get away. 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel a rush of wind behind you as something runs past you that you can't see, Caerrat. Sezzix, you feel the same thing. 6. They will take the run action. They are ghosted. Number Trace will similarly scoot. 3 has 19 damage on it. Just write that there.
Because they're bleeding, wouldn't they leave a trail of blood?
Yeah, you can make a perception check as a move action on your turn to follow those things. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put them in a square. Perfect. They are in a square. I'm just going to remove 4 from the combat. And I'm going to remove 1 from the combat. They seem to have skedaddled off. Buddy. You are free of your bonds. You've been healed. There's apparently some invisible creature your companions are attacking.
Sure. I'll attack the square that they were attacking.
Yeah. You swing your weapon and it misses. Tommy. A 22 perception. Yeah, you can follow a trail. Seems to go this way.
And I can't move, right? Because that was my move action.
You can move. You just won't be able to make an attack, but you can certainly follow it.
Okay.
You can use a
I'll
standard
block off
action
the
to
door.
gain a second move.
I'll block the door.
Yes, you like double move. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top of the round, Sezzix.
I'll look for stealthies.
Yeah, your companion points you in the general direction. You are unable to see anything.
And if he's blocking the door, then I'll just, like, ready in action, stand right here, see if anything comes into view anywhere.
Sure. Caerrat. There is the body of one on the ground. It's super dead. There seem to be no other corpses here, though.
I will cure light wounds. I will spend a move action, make a perception check.
Sure.
Nah, I don't see shit.
All right. I will make a stealth check on my turn and just try to remain hidden. Now I'm actively stealthing. It'll be very hard to see me. Buddy, you're up.
Well, it seems like we're all moving this way, so I'm gonna look around as well. I'll move here and then perception check.
Yeah. You can see the couple of drops of blood that led your companion to where he is, but you don't see anything further.
Okay.
Tommy. What you want to do?
I'm gonna.
Ooh, sorry.
I'm gonna make a perception check. In this room, I'm looking specifically at the 4 squares in this room. I don't know if that helps my perception check.
Yeah, you hadn't looked at this room before getting here, so you don't know if things have been disturbed because there's something in here with you, or if this is just how the room looked, kind of disheveled. So you know that looking, you'd be looking for bloodstains. You don't see any of those. Listening, you'd be listening for like a creature that's in here, and it is certainly trying to conceal its presence if it is here. So I'm just going to read this spell real quick. Yeah, you believe there's something in the room with you, like you hear a noise, but you don't know exactly where it's coming from. Mechanically, the game is not sophisticated enough to discern between like visual perception checks and auditory perception checks, but the spell gives you a plus 40 bonus to stealth when you're not moving.
Okay.
So she actively made a stealth check and has a plus 40 on top of whatever she rolled plus her ranks. So she got like presumably a 50 or a 60 to stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and attack the foot of the bed square.
Yeah.
What happens if you just like cleave the whole room? Like,
I have to hit something to cleave.
Yeah.
oh.
So like you mean like chopping into the room or whatever. What are your guys just out of rounds? What are your guys like gonna do regarding this situation?
I'll keep watch.
Okay, so you're gonna keep watch. Garm can tell you that this spell will last for 30 rounds.
I'll yell out to Buddy to watch the door as I go in.
Sure, I'll like come up behind.
They're
you and
invisible.
Watch the door.
Yeah.
I'd imagine if they are going to occupy the
Big
same
black
square.
So you're basically gonna go like square by square and like try to hack through this thing?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, Buddy, something will try to slip past you with an acrobatics check. So against your combat maneuver defense minus your dexterity, what is that number I'm trying to get?
21 minus.
Like you're
1,
flat-footed.
20.
Okay, so like a 20.
20.
So as you're standing there, at some point through a couple of rounds have passed, you feel something try to slip past you and they're unable to. And you can be like, hey, it's right in front of me. You can make an attack against the creature, 50% chance to hit it.
Sure.
Do you want
Like a
evens
full-
or odds in your favor, Tommy? No, Tommy's the one that's actively attacking.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let Tommy do it.
Odds in my favor.
All right. Yeah, you have a chance to hit it. Roll your attack. You totally hit it. It's super dead. You don't see anything yet because the spell works on objects, so it will continue to work for like the next minute and a half. But you felt something try to like move past your bulk, and then you cry out to your friend like, she's right here! And he swings his scythe like right at you. It hits something. The front half of the blade is just now covered in blood, and he like rips it out. And then something will fall into your arms, like a person, like waifishly falling into you. And you're like holding this dead woman as she's like collapsed on you, like someone like passed out and fell on you, basically.
Okay. I'll move a little more closer to the room and like set the body down.
Yeah, there's a streak of blood behind it.
Yeah.
Combat is over. After about a minute, her body will become visible.
I'll continue just keeping watch as my allies look for stuff.
Sure.
Take the wand out of their hand and throw it off to the side. I don't like those.
Are those doors closed now?
No. No one has
Sezzix,
closed
please
any
close
doors.
the door.
No one has closed any doors.
Yeah, I'll close the two thingy.
Sure. Yeah, you're in this room with two bodies. You can look over their gear, and I will tell you what you get here in a second. There's obviously two wands of hold person. They had some amount of charges. They now have some less amount of charges. I think I probably cast that spell 8 times that combat. Sounds about right.
Sounds fair.
Each wand will have 8 charges left. There's also 1 potion of invisibility. Rather than 2.
Can I take that potion of invisibility?
Add it.
Yeah. I'll just add it to the party sheet. I'll identify that sucker for you. So you got 1 potion of invisibility. And you got 2 of these, but they're going to have 8 charges, and I'll identify them for you. They are also not worth quite 4,500 gold, but it doesn't really matter. Those wines are quite valuable. They also have unholy symbols. I will say one of the sets of armor is salvageable. The other one is definitely not. There's also a key and 1 net, as the other one was destroyed. You also find some amount of gold pieces that I will add to your sheet. Each one seemed to have about 120 gold. So, like, between the various rooms and stuff like that, you guys find a little over 400 gold and those pieces of gear. The unholy symbols are unholy, as you can identify. They are to the Whore Queen Mahathallah, that one-eyed chick from before. The one that they were trying to recarve you into the image of. But yeah, looking around this area, it seems pretty desolate. It seems like a meeting hall of sorts. There's just a bunch of rooms here. Not too much else of note. If you guys want to thoroughly search the area, it will take some time, but you're welcome to do that. And then you could make perception checks if you do that. If you're like looking for secret compartments and shit like that.
Sure, look around a little bit.
That might be a future problem. Right now we have 1 on the ground and multiple more behind those doors.
There are 2 dead in this room.
Oh, 2 true dead? Oh, nice.
Yeah, 1 got shot twice, and then 1 got shot and stabbed. The one that was going to stab, remember that one was going to stab Tommy in the eye and she got her hand blown off and then she got shot in the head? Yeah, that one
was super dead.
That one went to 0 health and then was shot again. This one went to 0 health and then was hit again. Or that one went to 3 health and was shot again. This one went to 0 health and then was hit again.
Oh, yeah, so they're super dead. Okay,
yes.
Yeah, we don't fucking care.
They are super dead.
All right, yeah. Looks like my strategy didn't work. We're on Team Tommy for the rest of this plan.
I am going to say Tommy got a 19 on a perception check. Is that correct? While he was in this room searching for stuff?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 19.
Give me a second.
I'll do like a quick once over of the big room, but I'm not going to go into the small rooms.
Oh yeah. Nope, you didn't see anything else of note in there. Yeah. Seems like you guys have more or less explored this area. And it appears as if there's one obvious path out of here, those double doors.
I guess we press forward.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and move yourselves. I will reveal some more map.
I will
look
cast
over
Bless before we open the door.
Yeah, it looks like there's a door to the left and then a larger chamber to the right.
I'll look around the corner.
Yeah. You can see a door that's ajar leading into a room over here. And you can see a large area over here. To the right, you see a 10-foot wide pit that yawns in the center of this room, leaving a 5-foot wide walkway surrounding it. No railing guards the edges of the pit, which are decorated with shards of glass and metal. That is what it looks like to the right. Yep. To the left, you can see into what appears to be a floor-to-ceiling shelving inside that room. It looks like a storeroom of sorts.
Yeah. I'll also take a quick peek in there too, but I don't think I'll see much.
Yeah. Taking a quick peek into this room, you get the descriptive text for it. Floor-to-ceiling shelving lines the walls of this storage space, although little beyond cobwebs and dust-covered fragments remain on the shelves. A large nest of filthy rags, soiled clothes, and moldy pillows lie in a heap to the west. This looks like a nest or bedding for some sort of creature, but there is no creature in here. Yeah.
It's smelly in there.
Also, you can see a secret door that is very obvious right here. It seems to connect between those two rooms.
Ooh.
Necessary.
Yeah.
It's like, as you see it, you're like, oh, there's a door there, and you can open it, and it's just like, oh, wow, this door would be really hard to see from the other side. You think it would be a DC above a 30 to identify the secret door from the other side.
Why?
But this side, it's like, oh.
Because this used to be the lair of a thieves guild.
But was this door down here super hidden?
That's a regular door. This is a secret door.
Yeah, but it's like right around the corner, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yup.
Uh-huh. It's a thieves guild. There's lots of secret doors here.
Just for no reason.
No, it's kind of like those old British houses or like the mansions that have like servants' tunnels and all sorts of like hidden doors and shit like that. That is this place. It is a thieves guild. It's so like
so confusing.
It's so like you could have these doors closed and be watching shit from your secret door in there, and it looks like this whole area is empty, but you could be observing that room without being in it. And without it being obvious that you're observing it. Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's like this is a storeroom. If you wanted to explore that and search around, you certainly can.
Guys, we're about to be official.
Officially dead?
What would you guys like to do?
I'll step here and look into this room more.
Sure. So this is the room with the pit trap. So you can see the pit trap there. It weirdly is like not actually drawn correctly. It is a 10-foot big pit trap. It'll be in the oops. I want to actually put it in like this into 4 squares that aren't. This map sucks. The pit trap is officially in. Man, this map sucks. The pit trap is officially in these 4 squares. Can you see those 4 squares? There you go. The pit trap is officially in those 4 squares. Because it actually has to be in squares. There is a 5-foot wide walkway around it. This room is only supposed to have a 5-foot walkway all the way around it. But they've put this grid on it incorrectly.
Is this the auto set grid?
Yeah.
You can right click, yeah.
It's like the default one that just came with it, though, from the company. So this is just a better representation of it. It's actually only a 10-foot pit, but if you understand, you have to walk around the outside of it, or you could like fall into it. Yeah. The pit seems to be about 20 feet deep. What's up?
What are these like little levers that are like right next to?
You do not see those.
Oh, okay.
You can make a perception check though. As you stand there, Tommy. Sezzix, you don't notice anything as you get up there. Tommy? Perception, por favor.
I can give you a perception check. Not a good one though.
Yeah, you guys don't notice the little levers there that are on the map. But yeah, what would you guys like to do? It looks like you can just walk around this pit.
Yeah, probably just walk around it.
Sure.
Go across the way or down? Whichever route we want to take.
I'm a man that likes to go down.
Damn straight.
All right. Go ahead and place yourselves where you'll be after moving for 1 turn. So Buddy's going to walk to here. Sezzix is going to there. I will reveal more of the map. Cool. So you see this door here, and it's just a little ajar. You can see more into this passageway here. It looks like it opens up. It seems like there's a bit of delay on whatever trap is here as the walkways collapse. As they kind of drop to like a 10-degree incline, and you guys could fall into the pit if you do not succeed at a reflex save. Everyone make a reflex save as everyone is adjacent to the pit.
Reflex.
West.
Uh-oh.
Bye, guys.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Looks like everyone but Sezzix might be going in.
I had a brief moment of lapse of judgment.
And that's when they knew they fucked up.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this to make sure I understand how it works. The trap's slight delay begins either as soon as a small, larger creature sets foot on the squares directly east of the pit, so if you guys get all the way around it, or at the end of a round after someone small or larger sets foot on either the 2 5-foot squares directly west of the pit. So I do think you guys have a full round, so that would be half of a movement. So you guys can continue, because that's like half of your turn, so you can finish your round. So would you guys walk south or east from here? I think only one of you will be next to the pit, and probably only one or two of you would fall in.
We'd be going south, I believe.
Okay, so like, I imagine Tommy, Buddy, and then you guys are like here, so it's just the back line that falls in.
Doesn't 18 not stop it?
And 18 does not stop it.
Ooh!
Oh, damn.
It is a DC 20, which is why I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. So first of all, the two of you fall. You take 6 points of falling damage apiece. You then fall onto some spikes. The spikes will attack you.
You don't have to.
They will. Does a 17...
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Evens, the 17 is on Sezzix. Odds, the 17 was on Caerrat. The 30 is on Sezzix. As they make 2 attacks, one on each of you. You both get hit by some spikes. Sezzix, you take 8. Caerrat, you take 9 as you get impaled on some spikes. And you guys fall prone into this pit. Back here. Boop. And we can certainly roll initiative, as the door will open the rest of the way. And there'll be a creature. Well, well, well. What have we here? I'll describe this room, though. An antique wooden desk sits in the southwestern corner of this room, attended by a high-backed chair with tufts of stuffing protruding here and there from its rotting cushions. Partially broken shelves sit against the north and east walls, and strange symbols of a one-eyed insectile face have been painted on the walls, along with curving lines in a strange, sinister script. The two of you there can recognize this as Mahathallah, as Garm told you. As Caerrat identified Mahathallah earlier. Otherwise, you'd need to make another check here. She is the Dowager of Illusions, yada, yada, yada. In this room, there is a creature. The creature looks very intimidating. You see this.
Oh, fuck.
As you open the door, or sorry, like as the trap goes off and maybe your companions crowd, the door opens and you'll totally see this thing. It is just opened the door, and it will be standing here. And you guys are like, "Oh gods!" And we can roll initiative. And as it opens the door, it'll be like, "Hello?" Tommy, you see this creature. It looks very horrific and devilish. It's holding a rancer that is literally just dripping blood. It doesn't seem to have it raised, and it's just kind of looking at you quizzically.
Does it speak Infernal?
It spoke to you in common.
Okay. We will start with an intimidate. For it to lay down its arms and possibly lead to diplomacy after it lays down its arms. So where's my intimidate? Rip.
What do you say to him?
If you laid, I guess this is more of a diplomacy check. Fuck.
Sure. What do you say to him?
If you lay down your arms, we can come to peaceful terms. But my diplomacy is only a +1, so that's a 7.
Yeah, this seething devil deftly wields a vicious sawtooth glaive, while below its toothy maw rides a hideous twitching beard. It'll kind of like stroke its beard. It's like, lay down your arms. We can come to terms, but only after you've shown peace. It'll be like, interesting. Buddy, what do you want to do?
I'll just like, I'll get, I'll just be like, yeah, what he said, and I'll like kind of get my arm ready for an attack.
Well, he can't see you around the door, right? So you can ready attack without him noticing.
Yeah, I mean, there's someone to the side, like, he's like, yeah, what he said? Yeah, as the two of you are there, he'll be like, he'll go. I imagine your companions might need help getting out of that hole.
Buddy can help them out. Buddy's got a lot of strength.
Yeah, he'll just kind of walk back over on his turn to his chair, and he will sit down and be like, feel free to have a seat if you want. He'll rest his glaive next to him. That's his turn. Caerrat, you're at the bottom of a hole. We can be out of rounds if your companions don't want to attack this creature. I just assumed they were going to.
I really did too. I'm so proud.
So
Tommy
proud
did
of you,
good.
Tommy.
Yeah, we can be out of combat. He'll just sit there as Tommy locks eyes with him.
I can I'll pull my rope out that I have and I'll throw it down to them.
Yeah.
The pit.
I'll make another diplomacy check and say we just have to help our friends out. Our diplomat fell into a hole.
He'll kind of shrug and be like, help who you will. That is the freedom of choice that makes mortals so interesting.
Okay. I have a rope too. Let's just help them out.
Yeah. Be like, how many? How many are down there?
Friends.
Two friends. Yeah, he'll go over to like an armoire and kind of rifle through it, and he'll pull out like a handful of like silver mugs and be like, 1, 2, 3. I thought there was a set. He'll like go over to like another cabinet and begin rifling around in it. Yeah, you can get your friends out.
Okay.
Especially after that last room, I am surprised, Tommy.
I am absolutely shocked. I'm so proud of you guys.
Well, I did it because my boyfriend just fell down a hole. I gotta, like, I need to delay until he's out of the hole.
Fantastic. Yeah, you guys can get yourselves out of the hole, and your companion can heal you up over the next couple of rounds. He will find kind of a mismatch assortment of like random mugs and like cups, none of which are like particularly valuable or whatever. And he'll kind of like set them down and be like, to drink, what to drink. As you guys are like maybe still out there like getting patched up or whatever, he'll kind of like walk past you all, be like, and as he exits the room, as you guys are all out here, he'll close the door behind him and he'll lock it.
Okay.
Then he'll just walk past you guys. As he walks to here, you see he finds a switch on the wall that you guys didn't notice before, and he'll flip it into the safe position, and then he'll walk on the catwalk and he won't fall into the hole. He'll walk over to the storeroom, you'll hear him rifling around for a while, and then like 2 or 3 rounds later, he'll come back with like a couple of bottles of alcohol. He's kind of like whistling, just like kind of like swinging the keys on one hand, holding the bottles in the other hand. Maybe you've like gotten out of the hole now and like you're getting healed up. He'll give a nod and be like, yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. To, like, unlock the door and, like, go back inside.
Huh. So, Tommy, who's this guy?
I'm not quite sure. I said we would come to a diplomatic solution if he laid down his arms, and he did so.
That's incredible, Tommy.
I was worried about you.
Character development at its finest.
I'm absolutely impressed.
Well, I had to make sure you got it out of the hole safe.
Thank you for caring about me. It really means a lot.
You're welcome.
Would you like to go have drinks with the devil now?
Sure.
Yeah, this guy seems cool. Welcome in.
I say thank you for the drinks, my lord.
Please,
I'm kind of being a kiss ass.
I am no lord. But it is appropriate that you understand your place in the hierarchy of the cosmos.
Yeah, I'll play it off like I'm not actually a strong character, so if things do come to blows, he'll be overconfident.
Sure. You think he's already overconfident? Yeah. I mean, you guys can certainly sit there, or like hang out in the room. Be like,
Hello.
well,
I would like to introduce myself as Caerrat. We kind of came in here and I think we got off on the wrong foot. It's nice to have a conversation, though.
was that a joke because you fell in the pit trap?
Yes.
He'll kind of smirk. The misfortune of mortals. Always entertaining.
Always suggest. Your name, though, if you don't mind.
You may call me, Ella. My full name is quite pretentious and boisterous, and, I reserve it for when I am doing battle with those who are soon to die.
Well, it is a pleasure. We were wandering through these halls mostly because we heard that this used to be an old thieves guild. We were trying to
Yes, he'll kind of chuckle and be like, yes, I heard the cultists scream as they ran by.
Yes.
Your work, I assume.
Actually not mine, if you wouldn't believe it. I fall in holes. I was, these two guys.
Good.
The two murderers.
Good. He'll pour, some alcohol out for you guys, and he'll watch you guys drink it. He doesn't drink himself, but he'll be like, it's always a good strategy, I find, to leave one or two victims alive. That way they can spread the seeds of fate, the seeds of fear throughout the rest of their friends. It makes it that much easier to break them when the time is right. A cunning strategy. Something I wouldn't expect from a worshipper of Milani such as yourself. Has the thorned rose turned to darker ways to get her, do you?
No,
do you find yourself perhaps treading the line between good and evil a little more?
No, those who simply run away, we believe it is their right to live for another day. We all want to live.
Yes, but if they live another day, then surely they'll come back and stab you in the back. Best to be done with them once and for all.
It's crazy how your opinion on the same situation changes, depending on who's afraid of who.
I'll make a comment that they can come back if they wish. My strength grows every day.
Yes, the hubris of man. One of my favorite sins. Never gets old.
That being said, what do you do here? If you're not with them, are you with the Harlot Queen, or?
I have been tasked to watch over a certain flock and ensure that no harm comes to it until it is fully ripened. I would tell you more, but you would become disgusted with me, I'm sure, based off of your views, and we would most likely come to blows. And I do not wish to kill you.
Fair.
We can simply have him leave the room. I'm interested.
Deception amongst your crew. I would encourage this, yes. Take him away.
I'm a worshiper of Desna, and I appreciate everyone's dreams.
They're not my dreams, rather, the dreams of my employer. But yes, I have been hired to fulfill them.
Could we inquire the name of your employer?
I'm not allowed to reveal such information, I'm sorry. the contracts of devils and such, there's quite a bit of legalese, and to be frank, I don't understand it all. I'm more of the hammer to the nails, not the pen on the quill. If you catch my meaning.
What if we said pretty please?
He makes a good argument.
What if I start singing Hammer Time?
I will be able to tell you the purpose of my contract once it is concluded, and it's relatively close, I believe a week or two. And then I'd be more than happy to share with you the details of what I've been up to.
I would assume your flock is not the changeling cultists, then.
I sadly will not reveal any more, lest we come to blows and I be forced to kill you, as you will certainly wish to draw arms against me.
Yeah, I see.
Can I put my hands over Caerrat's ears and then mouth, what is it?
Yeah, in your mind, Sezzix, as you are the most prone to corruption he senses. You will hear in his mind, that he is guarding over sacrifices to Mahathallah. Human sacrifices. And he's to ensure that no harm comes to them until they reach the appropriate age for sacrifice.
Wait, so these are children?
Only Sezzix hears this.
I'll give him a wink, then sit back down.
My God, Sezzix is evil.
Sezzix isn't evil. Sezzix has a plan.
As I said, as soon as you know what this guy is up to, you will want to come to blows with him. But yeah, you can sit with him. He'll chat with you happily. Sadly, I can't reveal anything else about my employer. You're welcome to run rampant throughout the compound, though. There's nothing in my contract that prevents that.
You won't mind if we chase the cultists to the east? Oh my god. So I forgot there's a cat in the fucking blanket with me.
Giddy.
No, certainly that would not be a problem. By all means. Murder amongst mortals is, that's like a staple of the infernal accords. Every time you take a life in hatred, our strength grows. I thank you for this.
Oh, but we do it in the pursuit of love.
You might. The others don't.
That's fair.
I see the gleam. I've seen the gleam in Tommy's eyes as he brandished that scythe. He knows it's tasted flesh before and seeks to do it again.
You are not. I have slain men, you are correct.
As have I. As have I. We're so like two peas in a pod.
There's a door here to the east. Do you mind?
Alas, that is my quarry. You are not permitted to enter that door.
Oh, your quarry.
Sorry, that is my ward. You are not allowed to enter there.
Yeah, I will assume I don't think about it.
You are welcome to travel anywhere else, though.
Okay. So
may Milani and Desna bless your steps.
So to get around,
he says the words with such fucking cynicism. Yeah, he'll show you that there's that switch. He tells you about the switches there, and like point out where they are. But there's basically one on each of these corridors that deactivates it for an amount of time. So he hit the one here, and now you can see that there's one for each corridor. So you just flip the switch, and then you can walk around it, and you won't fall into the hole.
Sick.
Yes, I believe these were rundown, I don't know, Thieves Guild quarters or something that have been, retrofitted by the cult.
Seems like everything has a trap on it.
Yes. It was a Thieves Guild.
It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
Well, enjoy your stay.
Thank you, kind
You as
sir.
well.
Well, a job's a job. And Tommy.
Yes, sir.
He'll say to you, you know that, when you show mercy to a creature, it's only more likely to grow brazen enough to come back and attack those you care about. And he'll look at Caerrat as he says this. Be sure that any of these cultists you encounter, you bring your full hatred to bear upon them. Make sure they do not live to see another day.
I will ponder upon this greatly.
Fantastic. he'd like to encourage you to just kind of enjoy those most basic human instincts of rage and revenge. It's like that would make him happy, and he thinks you would be happier for it.
So well with Thrax.
Thinks you would be happier for it.
To know my personality. The only reason I have restraint is Caerrat.
Yeah. As you guys are leaving, Sezzix, he'll ask you in your mind. Waiting for the cusp of adulthood to sacrifice a soul is such a waste of time. Don't you agree? All souls are souls, regardless of how long they've been lodged in living flesh. You can talk to him in your mind.
Okay, fuck. A person is a person. Their age doesn't seem to matter.
You are wise beyond your words, Ratman. Take care. Yeah, you guys are welcome to leave.
Should we have a huddle?
Wow.
What the fuck just happened?
Dude, that guy would have gotten along so well with Thrax and
Charles? Yeah.
two old characters.
I mean, Charles married a war goddess, didn't he?
You can make a knowledge religion or a knowledge planes check. Anyone that has those. Once you kind of reconvene. Yeah, Caerrat, you're pretty sure that this guy, you don't know what type of devil he is, but you're pretty sure that he was bound here to fulfill a contract, very similar to that creature you encountered in Book 1, the Scrivener. The Scrivener was a neutral entity. This guy is the embodiment of some sin. It seems to be rage that he's the embodiment of. And he has been tasked with fulfilling whatever the contract is. You guys remember from dealing with that other one that his contract is going to be very specific, and he's going to follow it to the letter. It seems as if probably the intent was for him to, stop people from passing through here, but that's not what he was contracted to do. He was contracted to stop people from interfering with whatever he's specifically doing, so he doesn't care about your presence. You would know that a way to break the contract would be to obviously kill him, but also to kill the person who, made the contract for him to be here. So if you didn't want to have to battle him to free those innocent people that are presumably locked up, you could, kill whoever is in charge here. And there'd likely be a clause in the contract that would allow him to leave.
To go right the fuck on home.
Yep. But yeah.
Looks like we've got a game plan now.
And that's how you understand contract, infernal contractual law. There might be some clause that even if I'm dead, you have to stick around or whatever. But yeah, as far as you know, you think that would work.
So he speaks Infernal?
Yeah, he's a devil. That's his native tongue, is Infernal.
Okay. When we leave, I'll say goodbye in Infernal. I speak Infernal.
Oh, he'll speak back to you whenever mortals speak Infernal, they lack the accent of hell. You speak as someone who still knows joy. Once you've been there, seen the endless cages, the rivers of flame, the countless screams, then you will know true rapturous bliss of nihilism. Anyway, enjoy your travels, mortal.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I will have fun.
Yes, now is the time to enjoy life. For eternity is damnation. Yeah, you guys can head this way. Find someone more cheerful. There seems to be a pair of double doors that lead to the south, and the doors are open. There's also a pair of closed double doors just in front of you.
Ooh. Open doors?
It is 2:30. Do you guys want to do one more room descriptive text, leave on a cliffhanger type thing? Since I think, do you have to leave in 10 minutes?
45, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just end real quick. So I imagine you guys are going to go to the open doors.
Yeah, just...
As you are lambs to the slaughter. And presumably there is a room here. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. I will describe for you a thing. The ceiling of this long chamber rises to a height of 20 feet overhead. the shallow vaulting supported by stone pillars. Significant sections of the walls and floors have been inscribed with etchings of tiny letters, while statue-filled alcoves stand guard against the walls. Each of these statues is made of stone and depicts a feminine figure, although the details seem more like they were formed in clay that was allowed to harden rather than carved from rock. They're like mutable. The westernmost statue depicts the woman as a beautiful winged figure, while the easternmost depicts her as skeletal, while the middle statues depict a transition between the two forms. To the east, a stage supports a stone altar presided over by a seventh statue of the same feminine form, her right half skeletal and her left half beautiful. You can make a knowledge religion check. This seems to be depicting the statues of Mahathallah, depicting her transition from beauty to skeleton, a transformation she undergoes every day. While the writing that covers most of the walls and floors are prayers to the Dowager of Illusions. You think that they are, like, almost completed, like they've covered almost every square inch of this, and it's as if they've been like methodically filling in this like mantra, and it hasn't quite finished yet. Yeah. There, however, are some creatures here. So in this room, you see one woman presiding over an altar. She is holding a crooked blade, and she is standing let's throw some things here. And it looks like doses and escaped. So I need to go back real quick. Uno momento, por favor. I'm just going to set this all up, and it'll make it nice and easy for the future. Perfect. I'm going to go over to here. We're just going to delete. There's 2 of them, so we'll delete 6, 5, and 4. Okay. This one here, we're going to call it. All right. Perfect. So, you see one cultist standing here. She looks very imposing. And looks like obviously the person in charge here. I don't like that it doesn't show you this. Give me 1 second, and I will put the picture up on Discord. Really? It's not there? Haha, perfect. Copy this image, go into Paint RQ. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop. Sorry, guys. For some reason, they don't have this image available, and it looks really cool. So, I want you guys to see it. Alright, Hills Rebels. Boom. This is what the cultist leader looks like.
Ooh.
Right? It looks really cool. There are also a couple of cultists sitting here. And she's presiding over the body, still living body, of someone who is, like, bound and seems to be lying across this altar. They seem to have been, like, stripped of any gear, but it's very obvious who they are. And they've been hogtied in the exact same way, in fact, that Buddy was earlier. As if they were gonna do something with her. Yeah. you see, I don't know why this is like this. You see this woman. It looks like it is.
Oh, shit.
It looks like it's Sezzix's woman.
Oh boy.
Right? It looks like it's Sezzix. Ah, that's what it was. I was wondering what this fucking noise was this whole time. And it's stupid. The BattleNet thing was like making notifications to me all the time while we were playing. And she is in the square right here. Boop. On this altar. About to be sacrificed. Boop. There we go. And as you guys open the door and like step into the room or whatever, the cult leader will look at you and say, I do love an audience when I'm working. And she'll snap her fingers. And as she does, there'll be a plume of flame. And you will see this devil from before will appear next to her and will kind of look at everything that's happening and then look in your direction. And he like takes his halberd that he had and he'll kind of sigh and be like, sadly, it has come to this.
Oh,
my contract has changed. I apologize for your deaths. And yeah, we can roll initiative and we'll leave it at that.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Should have killed him. It always comes back to me, Garm.
I mean, if you kill her, maybe the contract will be broken. But yes, we will end there. And as like combat begins, he'll be like, you will now know my full name, Elgadazum, the Hateful. And he just kind of embroils himself in fury, and you'll see his like muscles will double in size as he gets fucking juiced for the combat. Perfect. But yeah, we will end there. It's a pretty dope like ending
Am I
moment.
allowed to just become chaotic evil in this campaign?
You're allowed to do whatever you want. I don't like restricting my players in any way.
Garm, I'm sorry, but I might be taking a path you can't follow me.
I'm taking a path you cannot follow. Fantastic.
Oh my god.
This is getting reinforced over my character though. Every time I'm merciful, it comes back to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
As an argument.
Earlier.
How many
like level
other
2 or something?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my
When we were
god.
like level 2, there was that like winged Strix woman.
The Strix woman.
We are also only alive because we talk to people. If you remember when we went downstairs and all or both of you got instantly TKO'd by the fucking rogues,
Yes.
we only lived because we talked.
That was Tommy and what was
Tommy
his
and
first
Yuri
name?
dropped like
And Yuri. Oh, Yuri. You guys certainly can, be fluid with your alignments. I think having a character that starts at one place and ends somewhere else is always more interesting than just picking a character that's the same the whole time throughout. But don't do something that like you don't think your character would do. Are we good to play next Sunday? Or sorry, next Saturday?
I'm good.
Believe
Cool.
so, yeah.
All right, we will plan on doing that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hell yeah.